Alrighty, welcome back. We have returned. It's been about a day since my last recording. A day and a half, whatever. I have spent a little bit of time off camera. Modified a couple things in the base, cleaned this hole in the ground so I don't keep falling into it. I also widened things out here around this smeltery. I still think that this wall right here is a little bit too close to the edge right there, but I won't be doing anything off of this edge of the smeltery, so it should be fine. I have taken the time to fix the stairs here so I don't have to keep jumping up, and I went ahead and built a stairway down into nothingness. Well, not really nothingness. It's where I'm going to wind up mining, of course. And as you can see, my latest death right here, yeah, I kind of fell in and splattered. But, like I said, I fall in holes a lot. What can I do? Anyway, I didn't figure anybody would want to see me build this stairway down to nothing. I went through about a dozen stone picks, all told, and a whole bunch of cobble and stairs and stuff. Thankfully, during my pathway down, as we'll see, well, let me make sure, no, okay, hang on one second, we're gonna get my bucket. I put my bucket away, and I need it. And actually, I'm going to put away these stone picks, because hopefully here in a minute, I won't need them. Well, we'll keep one with us. Hopefully I won't need them here in just a minute. We're gonna get the smeltery going, and I'll show you guys what that's all about. Won't need any of this stuff. Won't need this stuff. That should be good to go for now. So, if you've watched my last video, you know that right at the end of the video, I had found some lava, and I was very happy to have the lava because the lava is the source of fuel to make the smeltery work. And I was oh so happy about that because, you know, I didn't have to dig for it. It was just sitting there on the surface. Who can argue with that, right? Well, apparently the game can argue with that because it decided to take it away from me. I still don't exactly know how that happened or why that happened, but it happened. So I lost that, which was very disturbing considering. But since I decided to dig myself a new hole in the ground to be prepared for future mining, I decided that would be a good thing to do this. Let's see. I'm gonna make some more grout because I always want to expand on my smeltery. I want it to be taller so that I can smelt more ores at once. The taller you make your refinery, the more you can do with it. So now that we have that cooking, we're gonna go down here. And I left the door open. Wow, I've really got to put a pressure plate there so I don't do that. I'll do it in a minute. Alright, so like I said, I dug down here and ran into lava, which I think is a good thing because, you know, we lost lava last time, so finding it now is actually pretty cool. So when I ran into that, I was actually fairly pleased. And crap, when you wind up with low ceilings like that, you feel a little claustrophobic. At least I do. So I was gonna raise that ceiling. So, yeah, of course, it opens up to things, and if I try to walk down there, inevitably a creeper will jump in on my head. It's what happens. If you watched my last video, you know that that's true. Alrighty. And yes, there was an opening here. I did put it, I did fill it in because I just want a stairway down. You know, I'm not worried about, you know, I didn't mine this stuff here. I left some copper here and here. I would have mined this. This should be uranium. However, right now, uranium requires an iron pick, and I don't have any iron. I technically have iron, but I didn't want to do anything smelting or anything of that nature off camera. I wanted to show you guys the smeltery in action. So, now that I've ran into lava down here, which, you know, half the time you're like, oh, I don't want to run into lava, I don't want to run into lava, it's a pain in the butt when you run into lava. I was sitting here going, I want to run into lava. And, well, I did. So, kudos. Good for me. Yay. So now we're going to take this lava, and I'll probably actually make this trip a couple times. But, well, actually, I think I will start doing this so I can just make more buckets. So you right-click the lava into here, and that lava is now being used in the smeltery to smelt. Now, if you remember last video, I put this iron in here, and nothing happened. Well, that's because there was no fuel source. With no fuel source, it wasn't going to do anything. But now that I put a fuel source in, it actually says, oh, he wants to do something, with iron. So it popped it in there, and now it's displaying up in here. Which, by the way, if I stand in this, it will actually hurt me because it's trying to smelt me. So yeah, don't stand in your smelteries. Now, on the same note, as we go, you saw me cooking more grout. As we go, we're going to build the smeltery higher, because right now I can only put 9 ingots, or 9 ore in here at once, and therefore can only convert 9 ore at a time. And the higher you make it, the more you can put in and work with it out at the same time. So, let's see. And there goes some of it right there. So, as you can see, I put in 9 ore, and I've got 14 ingots worth of molten metal. It'll be 18 here in just a second when these other 2 that I added after the fact load in. So, when those finish melting, I will have 18 ingots of iron. Even though I only put 9 ingots, or 9 ore in. So I'm going to throw another 9 in there and let that be melting while I'm working with the 9 I have. Now, again, I'm not sure if this is going to work because the drain is above where the actual smeltery is. So this may or may not work, so we're going to find out real quick. Well, I guess it is going to work, which is quite excellent. So it's going to fill this. This is the smeltery basin. I think that's what it's actually called. Anyway, when you pour molten metal in here, it's going to form a block. And there's the block. So we then take the block, and the block is worth 9 ingots, as you see right here. So we do that conversion over, and now I've got 9 ingots. So while the rest of that's working, I'm going to make myself 2 more buckets. And an iron pickaxe. Well, no, I'm not going to make the iron pickaxe because I don't have... I'm not going to make the pickaxe because I don't have any sticks on me. I can fix that, though. All I got to do is figure out where I put my sticks. Alrighty. So we're going to make an iron pickaxe for 2 reasons. One, it's the next tier of things that you want to make. I really probably could have waited and made that a little bit differently, but I'm really annoyed by the fact that I have this, this thing. Dadgummit. Hey, you ever have your brain go completely blank in the middle of a thought? Happens to me a lot. If you watch me a lot, you'll notice that happens a lot. Uranium. Anyway, I really didn't like having that uranium in my stairwell, so I came down and took care of it. I don't really need to have made an iron pickaxe. I probably should have made a Tinker's Construct iron pickaxe. But, well, I didn't. And we'll get to that here in just a minute. It's actually one of the main things I'm going to be doing with some of this melted iron. I'm doing things a little bit out of order. Realistically, I should have waited to melt that iron until I was ready to actually pour it into something, that's going to be, until I'm ready to pour it into a mold and form it into something useful. But I also do things out of order a lot, and you'll see I'll start making something, I'll have to go back and get pieces for it, and I think everyone's capable of forgetting, so I won't be alone. Okay, so the second thing we're going to want to do, since now we have some more smelted, some more seared bricks, we're going to increase the smeltery a little bit. So what I want to do is make a couple more drain spouts. I will probably actually make quite a few of them, so that I can do various things in the future. Let's see, it should be like this. Yes, okay. Let's see, we're going to make 5 more total. Now, the good thing about this is these actually can count as adding on to the smeltery itself. So, not only am I adding extra pouring spots, but I'm also building it higher at the same time. That's why I decided to go with this. I probably should have gone and made 3 more, and I might, but I'm not sure where I stand on making the rest of this stuff. You know what? I'm just going to do it. It just seems like a fun thing to do. Gonna make 3 more of these. And that means we're going to need... Ooh, see, this is why I probably shouldn't have done this. I'm gonna run out of this and not... Yeah, because I made 8 of those. And I almost have enough to make 3 more of these, and it cut me short. Please tell me I have just a little bit more in here somewhere. And, of course, I don't. Okay. So, what did we run out of? I think we ran out of clay. Yep, we ran out of clay. Aha! I've got more seared bricks. Sweet. Okay, I can finish this now. The reason I wanted to do this way is because I want to make it so that I can melt more stuff at once. And doing things the way I was just doing them, I wouldn't be able to. Whoops, that didn't work. Alrighty, so, we're going to do this like this. I would actually prefer to make this glass right here so I can still see on the inside. But I'll come back and convert that to glass later. So we're going to put the pour spouts here, here, and here. Here, here, and here. And here, and here. So now that it's actually 2 deep, I can put 18 ores in there instead of just 8. So that is pretty nifty. The other thing I'm going to... Well, actually, that's a good reason why I couldn't do this. We're going to go ahead and pour that, and I think I'll have enough to make another basin. Yep, but not... Well, no, actually I do have enough. Just enough to make 2 more basins. Okay, so we're going to do this way so that we can just go ahead and pour this out. Now, when you're doing this, you want to make sure how many ingots you have left, because if I had told it to go ahead and pour the other one, then it would have partially filled both of these and not totally filled either of them, which would have made it so that it would just sit there partially full and be basically useless. So now I have a little bit more ore. I've got some tin and some copper. I don't really need to change that stuff over into ingots yet, so I'm not going to. I am, however, going to go ahead and fill up the smeltery with fuel, with the lava here. This way, when I go back down, I will be able to get more and bring it back up, because this can hold quite a bit, and therefore we're going to make it hold quite a bit. Alright, let's see. Well, I guess I need some more clay, because I just realized that I needed more seared brick, and I believe that I've just used it all. And I need to make a couple of things. I need to make a casting table, I think. Let me get the book. You'll see me going through my chests a lot until I get a truly organized system going. Let's see. We're going to... I think most of the stuff is going to be made with sticks. Yep, there's the casting table. I know about that, I know about that, I know about that, and that, and that, and that, and that. There it is, the casting table. So I'm going to need another 7 seared bricks to make the casting table. That's going to be very important, actually. So, liquid tin and gravel makes brownstone. Why would you want brownstone? I do not know what that is used for. Anyway, so... Ooh, drawbridge. I like was that there a minute ago? Igniter. I don't remember seeing that drawbridge earlier. So those are supposed to be really cool. It'll be really fun to play with. Unfortunately for now, it's not in my realm of things I can do. So we're going to take 1 piece of iron. We're going to make ourselves an iron shovel. And we're going to go hunt us down some clay. After I put these books away, because I don't want to take the books with me. And those aren't supposed to go there. Well, actually, why not? We'll put them in the or an ingots chest. As long as I'm going to be going, I'm going to go ahead and put in some more stuff to cook. Just because it takes some time and I might as well. So that stuff will melt down while I'm gone, and when I come back I'll pour it into molds. And I'm not going out at night. So we're sleeping. Alrighty. Pressure plates. Remember pressure plates. Remember that spiders who are trying to kill you before daytime still try to kill you during daytime. They're not supposed to, but, well, I guess they just don't like me. Alrighty. Gather up some berries for a food source, and I wonder if that looks like sand underneath here. Ah, I would be wrong. Always nice to be wrong, especially when it happens to be for something you're looking for. Beware the undertow. It will suck you down to your doom. And also, beware working underwater. It's always so much slower. Very annoying. But then again, the snow and ice is annoying as well, so just one of the things you have to deal with, because there really isn't that many uses for snow. Not overall, anyway. Alright, well, looks like we got more clay available. I'm not going to pass up on some more clay. But that should be sufficient to do what I want to do here. If I can get the last... Fine. Alrighty, now then, let's see. We'll have to do some tree chopping at some point. I'm hoping to get the stencils together, but unfortunately I have forgotten that I'm going to need either some aluminum brass, which is aluminum and copper mixed together, or some gold so that I can make the stencils in order to be able to make the Tinker's Construct tools. So that'll take some time. We're gonna have to either go find some gold, or we're gonna have to go find some aluminum, because obviously I have the copper. That's what we're pouring right now, but I don't have the actual aluminum. I haven't found any of that yet. I hadn't really gone looking very heavily for it, but I haven't found any. So, making aluminum brass, I think, is a bit of a pain. I think it would be easier to just use gold. You know, realistically, gold is harder to come by than aluminum and copper, but having to mix the two together is a pain, so where's my gravel? I'll put it away. So we're gonna go ahead and just do this for now. Alright, 34 more. That should be more than enough to do what we need to do. And we'll probably need a little more coal to let this run all the way. Alright, we're gonna let that cook up. While it cooks up, let's go get some more lava. One of the things about this is I'm actually collecting lava for the smeltery, but I'm also getting the lava out of my way so I can continue downwards. I'm almost all the way at the bottom, but I'm not quite there. I'm not sure if I'm going to go any deeper, because you get into the no matter what I do, I can never seem to remember bedrock. You get into the bedrock fog. And the bedrock fog makes it impossible to see anything. Therefore, ooh, wait a minute. As long as I'm here, I will get this redstone that I couldn't get before. Anyway, the bedrock fog makes it hard to see. You know, that's where you find diamonds and lapis and stuff like that. But if you can't really see very well, it makes it very annoying trying to mine. But I found that if you stay just a few levels above the bedrock, then you can go ahead and be mining in a diamond level without having to worry about the actual bedrock fog. So if nothing else, I will get this lava just to have it and to get it out of my way for mining purposes. So let me see how much. I should be able to take one more bucket. Nope. Alright, well, it's going to require me to use up some of this before it lets me put more in there. So since we're going to be using the lava to smelt, I'll put this stuff in with smeltable items. And as long as we're here, well, we don't want to put 14 tin in, so I want to keep it in increments of 9. That way it's easy to keep track of. So we're going to do 9 tin, and we'll let that work. Alrighty, let me drop off some of this stuff because I don't need to have it all. This is going to be for that. And we'll go ahead and put that there just because. And we're going to dump this stuff in the miscellaneous stuff chest. We're not going to put that in the miscellaneous stuff chest, though. Eventually, I'll have chests for all the different stuff. For right now, since we're still so early on, well, obviously we're not going to, just because we don't really have enough stuff to designate a whole bunch of chests for. So, we're going to put... Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's right. We're gonna... This is tools and various gem-like items. And for now, that's just what we're going to call this. Now, we're going to need this flint. Here in just a minute, we're going to probably need to use this wood. And we're going to make some other Tinker's Construct stuff. Now, I think... No, okay. I'm going to have to look up that recipe real quick. It should be a stencil table. We're going to... Table, and there's the stencil table. Oh, well, okay, it's just wood in a blank pattern. Now, I happen to know that blank pattern is made like this. So then we're going to put the wood and the blank pattern on top of it, and that's going to make our stencil table. And materials in U, third book, now shows up. It's probably going to show me about making stencils and stuff. I'll get to that in a minute. For now, we want to make more blank patterns because I'm actually going to need quite a few of these. Okay, not quite that many. Oh, well, I'm out of sticks anyway, so. And last video I said, no, the video before last I said I made too many sticks. More sticks than I'll ever use, and now I'm out again. So, yeah. Alright, so we got the stencil table. The other thing we're going to need is a pattern chest. That is probably going to require more wood that I just used all up. And what do you know, it's time to go chop down those trees. So we're going to do that real quick. And I need to put out some pressure plates. I'll say it about another dozen times before I actually do it, so... Oh look, I got wood again. I don't know why it is that this thing likes to reset your achievements so frequently. But apparently it's one of the things about doing the modded version of Minecraft. It likes to reset them. I still want to try to get our first tool made before this episode's over. Of course, I forgot to set my timer when I started recording again. But in theory, I will have some editing software soon. I'm trying to get it set up right now. It's almost functional, but not quite. So hopefully when I get it functional, I'll be able to just edit it out and make my episodes 30 minutes. And we wound up with a super tree, which is rather annoying. Pain in the butt to try to chop it down correctly. Oh, wound up running into the other tree. Okay, well, I had to chop it all down anyway. Might as well do it that way, right? Oh boy. Okay, well, we'll just do this way then. Wow, really? And it's for reasons of this exact nature that I want to get the Tinker's Construct stuff going. There are quite a few very useful tools in Tinker's Construct that will make this specific kind of tree chopping unnecessary. Well, there goes the axe, but I'm still up here, so I'm just gonna finish by hand. I hope. Didn't I just sleep through the night? Why, yes, I did. And no, I don't want to fall out of the tree. I know I'm good at falling in holes, but this isn't a hole, I'm in a tree, I should not fall. Alrighty, I don't see any more wood coming through here. Oh, nope, yep. It gets very annoying when you're waiting for the tree leaves to decay and they won't decay because there's one block of wood in there that's keeping them from doing so. I think that got it though. So I will probably spend some time mining in between episodes trying to find things. I mean, unless you guys really want to watch me mine. If you do, leave it in the comments. Oh, never mind, no one watches these yet, so there won't be any comments. So I'm going to skip the mining on camera until someone tells me otherwise. And we're just going to come back when I have some ingredients and some stuff that'll be useful, and then we'll make some really cool stuff out of it. Cool, another apple. And it's nighttime, and a creeper hasn't jumped out and blown up yet. I'm having a very lucky day. Alrighty, pressure plates. Don't forget pressure plates. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need to make is a pattern chest. Whoops. Pattern chest. There it is. The pattern chest is a chest with a blank pattern. Okay, well, I'll have to look up the recipe for a chest. Yeah. I thought that was funny too. Whoops. And then I make the... I joke about having to look up the recipe for a chest, and then I make a crafting table instead of a chest. How brilliant am I? Okay, let's try this again. Alright, the other thing we're going to need is a tool station. I'm trying to think of what that is. Now, that actually does require the crafting station. I do remember that. I believe it requires the crafting station and a blank pattern and a tool station. Okay. So, the other thing is you want to upgrade the tool station and make it into something better, but I don't have enough stuff. You need 4 blocks of iron to be able to do that. Let's see. It's probably listed here. Nope, not this one. Okay, I put the other one in here, so it should be, yep, Mighty Smelting. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to look for... Okay, there's the casting table. Oh yeah, that stuff's cooking too. We need to take care of that. Right. Not gonna show me that. Okay. Maybe it really was in that other book. Or was it actually in the first book? Now that would be funny. Yep, there it is. Ha! Figures. So yeah, you need the tool station, which is this here, and then you're going to add to it with the iron blocks and then the seared brick blocks, and that's going to make it into the tool forge. The tool station is available to make certain types of tools. When you change it to the tool forge, it makes it so you can make all of the tools. If there's another upgrade from this, I'm not aware of it. Yeah, I don't think there is another one. So as soon as we get enough to make one more, I think we have enough for 3 blocks of iron, but not quite enough for a 4th one. So we'll want to make the upgrade as soon as possible. The other thing we're going to want is a bunch of blank stencils. These things, patterns. So that being the case, we're going to make a bunch more, and then, well, actually, you know what? We're going to make those into sticks, just because. You can never have too many sticks, contrary to my statement in my first video. Alright, so now we're going to need a space to put these in, and right here in this corner seems like a likely spot. We're going to put down these things so that we can start, like, you know, making stuff with them. We're going to put the pattern chest in the center, we're going to put the stencil table on the left, and we're going to put the tool station on the right. So, the stencil table, we're going to put the blank patterns in. And then we're going to start making patterns for things. So, we're going to make the pickaxe head pattern, and we're going to make the shovel head pattern, and we're going to make the axe head pattern. And you can see that this is going to go on for quite a while. We're going to make basically one of each. Eventually we will need them all. Right now we don't really need them all. But for now, I've got the stuff together, and I don't know, actually that one I just made I probably never will need. Unless I want to actually make a frying pan that I can hit monsters over the head with. Which actually will be pretty fun when it comes time. But we're going to make all of these, because most of these we're going to use to make some amazing thing down the line. Okay, we're at the bowstring pattern, and we'll have to come back. For now, we're going to put all these blank patterns in here, because this is the chest that holds blank patterns. Or not blank patterns, but made patterns. And the pattern chest is adjacent to the stencil table. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I'm missing something. Am I? Yes, I am. I am. This is for assembling things. I'm missing a table. I'm missing a table, and I'm not sure which one. I'll have to look that up. Oh. Well, that was... Now, wait a minute. Pickaxe head pattern. Did I just do that? Yes, I did. Okay, we're going to go back to the bowstring pattern, and the next one is the fletching pattern. I don't know why it went back around to the front there. Arrowhead pattern. The tool rod. Okay. That should be one of each. And maybe 2 of the tool rod. For some reason I was thinking I've just made 2 of those. Okay, perhaps not. Now, seeing that I'm not going to be able to make what I thought I would be able to make. Do I have anything? Oh yeah, I've got melted stuff in here. And I put in 9, so that should be 18 ingots worth. But we're going to wait and make sure, because I don't know of a way to have it fill back from here back into the smeltery. If there is a way, there may not even be a way. And the last thing you want to do is waste a couple ingots worth of stuff because you're pouring it into the wrong thing, or because you don't have enough space. So we're going to convert this back to ingots, and we're going to store it in here. Okay, in the meantime, I'm sure that we're going to be here. Okay, let me see which table I'm missing. Stencil table, part crafter, that's what we're missing. A log over a blank pattern. I knew I was missing something, but I couldn't remember what it was. Okay, so we need, and that leaves us with 1 blank pattern. Isn't that convenient? Alrighty, log over a blank pattern gives us the part builder. So the part builder is necessary because you have to build basically flint or wooden versions of the patterns before you can make them into molds. Okay, so we want to put that one there because this one next to the pattern chest, when you open it, it gives you the pattern chest on the left. So it's like, oh hey, you got patterns here, you can use them. So now we're gonna wind up needing gold, and we're gonna wind up needing to make that table, which now I'm going to make the other table. And did I not? Okay, I didn't. Alright, so anyway, we're going to use this, and we're going to make one of those. So this will occupy one of the pour spouts. I will probably actually make it this one, and move this particular casting basin over somewhere else. Alright, so now we need some gold or some aluminum brass, because we need to make some other versions of this stuff so that we can make other stuff and then other stuffy stuff. Okay, so we're going to use this real quick because the first thing we're going to want, I think anyway, actually, you know what, I'm probably going to have to wait on. Well, you know what, we're going to make a couple things really quick just because. We want to make a pickaxe, so we're going to use the pickaxe head pattern, and we're going to use the flint, and that's going to make a flint pickaxe head. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to need is a tool binding, and we're going to make a flint binding. And it's going to leave us with an extra flint shard. I'm really not sure what to do with the flint shard yet, but it does. Then there's the tool rod pattern, and that's going to make us a flint rod and give us a flint shard as well. So, now that we've done that, I'm going to leave the flint in here so we can make future things. Now that we have these three pieces, I can actually make this into a flint pickaxe if I wanted to, by going over here, selecting pickaxe, and then putting the pieces in. It will actually bind them together and create a flint pickaxe. It's a really bad pickaxe. It's not really something you want to make. I mean, you can if you want to. I personally won't. Instead, I'm going to use these pieces to make patterns for other stuff. So, what we're going to do is we're going to toss these over here. We're going to put these in here. Now, when I find some aluminum brass, or some aluminum and some copper, which I've already got the copper, when I find those, I can mix those together to make aluminum brass, or I can use gold, and we're going to place this piece on the casting table right here, and then we're going to pour metal over it. When the metal dries, it will make the actual, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a pattern so that you can then pour other metals into the pattern and form these things out of something other than flint. So that's what we're going to do. In the meantime, between episodes, I'm going to try to find some gold or some aluminum. I really would have preferred to have, had that already, but, sometimes things don't work out how you want. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed this. We've made some progress in the smeltery, and we've gotten some things started on that level. I'm going to go look for some gold, and I'm going to look for some aluminum, and of course we're going to look for diamonds. I need 3 diamonds. Once I find 3 diamonds, then I can really make mining a lot easier, and I'll show you all about that next time. Alright, y'all have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you later.